Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great time here, finally in person. I've been attending HiveFest in VR, and yeah, I would say that this is cooler. They're both cool, but yeah, this is cool too. And yeah, I'm here today to talk about crypto shots. So first let's allow me to have a quick introduction about myself. It's not working. OK, so who am I? I'm a software engineer. I'm the founder of CryptoShots. I work for televisions, for banks, for gaming corporations, and the head of two, passionate about security. I do a bit on Hive Blockchain in the term, and I was lucky enough to start early on blockchain and especially on Hive. I approached Hive back in 2018, and since blogging was already my thing, I started working on some minor projects and eventually started working on Keysdefender that is focused on security on the Hive blockchain. Some quick words about Keysdefender. It can detect keys. Private keys leak on the Hive blockchain. It's controlled by the community, and it's able to put your funds in savings when you leak a private key on the chain. If a bunch of smaller users, of high reputation users, or a witness report a link as suspect, they can report it on chain, and the bot automatically scan the blockchain to warn users against this threat. It can also start a backward scan of the Hive blockchain in order to warn users that were affected before the report. Does it really happen? Yes, it happened hundreds of times in these 2.5 years that it has been active with its free service, and it protected accounts for a total worth of around $50,000. It can also detect when users try to inject malicious code into the apps on the Hive ecosystem. It automatically trigger an alarms to tell the users, hey, what are you doing? And it also put an alert in one of our Discord channels that some volunteers monitor. OK, crypto shots. Let me start with a couple of questions. How many of you have ever played a first-person shooter before? OK, quite a bit. How many of you have played a play-to-earn first-person shooter? OK, that's a little. Let's try to fix that. So we've been on Wax for almost a year now. We are browser-based. We started in October. We are in beta phase at the moment. We have been live since February, and there's a volume of around $240,000 NFT trading on the Wax site, because we are live both on Wax and on Hive, and we've issued over $1,000 as gaming rewards to our players. It has been from scratch, and we integrated over 50 NFTs on Wax, and now more than 10 on Hive, and we are integrating more. OK, quick word on the tech overview. How many devs are in the audience? OK, not that many, so I'm going to just give a high-level one. We are using Unity and WebGL, so we are able to run in any browser using a canvas that is supported by all major browsers, especially in Firefox, works better for 3D games, so we recommend that. We are cross-platform, so we are able to run easily. It's relatively easy to also run on other devices like mobile devices and also VR browsers, and we're already working in that direction. We support the controllers already and also inverted mouse for FPS professional players. Another advantage of being browser-based is that you don't have to download a multi-gigabytes executable on your machine. So that's important also for a security side. For example, some popular YouTubers have recently been hacked downloading a game, and yeah, that's something that is not going to happen with the browser game. This is how the game looks like. These are actual screenshots from the game, and Level 0 has been released in May, the warehouse, sorry, in February. At the end of May, we released the cargo ship, Level 1, and we're currently working on Level 2 that takes place on Mars. This is the game in action, so you can see the gameplay. And the goal of the game is to take down all the enemies on the map. And every time you do so, you earn a small amount of our token. And how much you earn depends on your inventory. So all the NFTs in your inventory, all the game assets in the game are NFTs. They can be used. You own them, so they have a real value. And if you lose, you only earn 1/10 of the rewards for the match. If you win, you win the whole pot, including some extra boosters that depend on your inventory. This is the second level instead. You can see that there's a final boss, the one at top left and bottom right corner. And so every level after level 0 has a final boss that you need to defeat in order to complete the level. For the third level, we are going to release it at the end of this month, at least on testnet. And there are already some sneak peeks on our socials. We postponed it. We were supposed to launch it earlier. We postponed in order to launch our game on Hive. We launched on August 21st. So how does it work when you want to start playing? The first level, you'll need to pay for food and gas on Wax, and we're going to implement some similar tokens with a new tokenomic also on Hive. And you have to choose a spaceship. They have different duration and different cost. And these spaceships are NFTs. They're owned by the players, and players get a cut of the travel cost from the players. You also need to, in order to proceed to the following level, you need to complete in the same gaming session a match in a medium difficulty, and you also need an end-of-level NFT in your wallet to proceed to the next level, and that's achievable when you beat a level in hard mode. And depending on how you perform in the game, when you perform better than usual, you may win it again, so that you can, in theory, sell it to other players that weren't able to. Okay, why are we on Hive, and how have we been on Hive for the past year? We are on Hive because, well, we have been around for quite a bit, so we're passionate about the community, and we like that its speed, its robustness, its ability to scale. It never froze like other blockchains, and there's no fees, so it's also important that it has a low ecological impact. So in November last year, we started using Hive to store the data of our Discord bot. We have a mini game there where a user can pre-mine tokens of the level of the game that is not out yet, because every couple of levels we issue a new token. What's cool about it is that Hive allow us to allow transparency. So users can execute a command on Discord, and they can see all the history of how their balance change over time. We also been issuing free Hive accounts in our Discord every week since we launched it. A couple of months ago, we implemented a Hive NFT marketplace where you can trade our NFTs, and shortly after that, we launched our first Hive NFT, the Hive Shield. That was integrated in the game early June. At the end of August, on 21st, we integrated more Hive NFTs, so they're sold in packs that you can open, and we started issuing Doom as a gaming reward, our Hive token. We also, a couple of weeks ago, we released a bridge that allows you to swap our token from Wax and Hive, and the other way around as well. We are working on these pools that allow you to stake your token and earn rewards with our token, also some partner tokens, some partner projects, and Hive Out Services, Archange, we already integrated it in a POC, in a proof of concept, a prototype, and we just need to finalize integration into our front end. As I mentioned, we're also going to launch new tokens in order to improve our tokenomics, to allow players to pay for spaceships and also for storage. Okay, so how hard is it to integrate the Hive blockchain in traditional Web2 games? Web2 game. It's easier compared to other blockchains, in my opinion. We put together a repository with some examples. It's written in Node.js, and there's some examples how you can easily airdrop Hive tokens, Hive NFTs, and there's also an example how you can fetch the NFTs that the player has in their wallet, and also an example how you can scan blocks of a Hive blockchain in order to detect, for example, custom JSON operations broadcasted by a game. We're going to post an article about it with more details. So once you integrate the Hive blockchain into your game, you are then able to integrate the NFTs, and this is what we offer at the moment. We have to start playing. You need to have a pack you can unbox, and you get a bunch of NFTs, for example, weapons that allow you to, if you don't have them, you can pick them up in the game. And also, the more you have, the more rewards you have, up to the maximum. The players give you playtime in the game, and the ammo are a scarce resource that allow you to use the weapons. We also have an inventory section in our web UI. Then we have a token session where you can stake and swap tokens. We have a leaderboard, and we are also going to launch very soon weekly and monthly competitions. And we have the play section where you can launch the 3D game. We also, as I mentioned, we also developed our own marketplace, and we have great plans for it. We may put out a proposal in order to expand it, since we had to integrate more features into this marketplace in order to launch on Hive compared to Wax. We could therefore offer these new features also to the public. For example, we have an admin UI where we can mint NFTs, and since it wasn't possible to do so on Tribal Decks, it is possible instead to do it in our UI. So that's something we could open to the public so they can mint their own collections. Plus, we realized that we had to issue the packs under a different symbol, so that forced us to integrate multiple NFT symbols into our UI, meaning that it's also relatively easy now to add new collections and list them in our UI. And last but not least, we had to integrate our own unpacking system for the packs, NFT packs. And unlike other games on Hive, we offer sequential mint numbers that are more meaningful, so they're not all mixed together when you open the packs. That's something you could offer as well to the public. That may depend on a proposal. So this project, the evolution will be called Hive Tonic. And until we receive some extra funding, we keep working on ourselves, and we have some sales up now. Our Hive token, Doom, .omega symbol, ticker Doom, is sold out on Hive Engine, but we still have some NFT sale up for grabs. Then our next events are the launch of the Tor level at the end of the month. It's going to be on testnet, and the sale is going to be on October 11th, same day as the hard fork on Hive, the tentative date for the hard fork. In November, we are also going to start selling some lands on Hive, like we did on Wax. So we're going to put up as an auction the spaceships that players can use in order to receive a portion of the fees that players pay in order to advance levels in the game, and also map parts that give you passive income based on how players perform in the map that you picked. What if you don't want to invest in the current market in NFTs, or what if you don't have time to play? We also offer scholarships, both on Wax and Hive. That means you can borrow and lend NFTs to other players, and the rewards are automatically split since the parties of the agreement are broadcasted to the chain. What can you do with our token once you earn it gaming? We have a bunch of use cases, and we keep adding more. For example, you can use it to buy our NFTs. If you don't claim it, it receives an interest monthly. You're also forced to leave some of it staked in order to be able to earn new rewards. There's a stake to claim rule. Clearly, you can trade it in Hive Engine, and soon we'll also have the diesel pool. You will be able to use it to travel to other levels, and also when you run out of ammo time, you will be able to extend your session using the Doom token. At the moment, scholarships can be paid only in Hive by the teacher. It's free for scholars that want to start play for free, and we're gonna offer payments in Doom as well, plus some merchandise on our website. And you can also take advantage of the swap into our token and other chains to take advantage of the use cases that we have there. We are in the process of publishing a new version of our white paper. You can check out on our website. What's coming next? In Q4, we're going to resume working on mobile. We already started, and we're going to continue. It was deprioritized. And we're also going to resume working on PvP. We already did some experiments that were working well. We plan also on adding survival modes to our game. So the session is going to be longer. It's going to be a bit harder. And what's cool about it is that the earnings are going to be randomized, but it's not going to be gambling. So we have a cool idea in place. We're going to use more Hive custom JSON. They're going to be broadcasted to the chain. So we try and become more to lean towards becoming adapted, because at the moment we rely more on too much, in our opinion, on cloud services. That means we are not as decentralized as we would like to be. So with the help of the community, we can hopefully lean towards being more decentralized faster. We have that's our plan. Then priorities may shift. We try to keep track of manage the project as best as we can, and I think we can achieve so. And thanks to our maturity in the DevOps space, we are trying to be agile and adapt to change. That helps us to achieve that. You can keep track of our releases on our roadmap, on our website, and also keep an eye on our announcements. The best way to do so is in our community. Our main channels are Discord, Twitter, and our Hive blog. On Twitter, we recently reached 10,000 followers, and on Discord we have about 6,000. It's an active community. We have a live stream 3 times a week. We have a monthly tournament with the NFT prizes where you can join for free. And people that engage in our Discord are automatically rewarded with some NFTs that have value in the game. If you want to get more involved, you could even become of our team. If you're interested as a side gig, we are looking for some help. Right, I would like to say thank you to blockchaingaming.com that is backing us since the beginning. TH Gaming and Hive Pizza that are our partners. This is a free NFT. If you want to take a picture, you'll be able to claim that. Any questions?
Yes, let me get you the mic for the live streams.
So, check 1, 2, yeah. So my question is, the Spaceships is basically a sort of more passive way to play crypto shots. Is
Correct.
That right?
Correct. They are split into parts. So if you own Spaceship parts, every month you receive a split of the payments that users make to use the Spaceship. They can choose the different ones. They have different duration and different costs. Based on which part you have, you may earn based on these factors.
Fantastic, thank you. And what do you think is going to be the price in, let's take HBD because that is stable, for a land on the auction and for the Spaceships in the auctions? Where do you think it goes?
We haven't decided price yet. On Wax, the highest price was, there was an auction and they paid $1,000 for one of the Spaceship, but it was a full Spaceship. The other parts were sold for less. Yeah, we don't have a price yet.
Okay.
We've been announced soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone?
All right. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you very much.